me know when the voice is live.
Alright, welcome to the Broadcasting Lounge. We're at Zandvoort for round 3 of the V8 series. We're bringing you Split 2 tonight, or Div 2. Not the King of Kings. I don't know, what do we call them, Wayne?
Uh, wow. Dedicated SuperCars NZ racers out there doing it.
That sounds good
Yeah,
to me. Certainly a lot of long-time dedicated members here with us, so that's a pretty good way to describe it, I think.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, certainly some big names in SuperCars NZ in this split, so let's have a blast tonight and see where we end up, eh?
Yeah, so they've just wrapped up their qualifying session, and it looks like it's Stefan Adams on the pole from Cole Taylor. So that's
Oh,
the
very cool.
that's the great thing about the two split system is we get to see these guys who normally are mid pack when everybody's lumped together, and they're up the front. Little quick look at the track map there. Nice twisty circuit through the sand dunes here in the Netherlands, and it's a 4.25k circuit. Track temp at the moment is 34 degrees, so that's going to be pretty tricky for the guys out there.
Yeah, seeing a lot of loose ends. Yeah, V8s, no traction control, no anti-lock brakes. It's just sheer raw power, and yeah, hang on for dear life. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, 100%. There's Stefan Adams on the pole. Cole Taylor in behind him in the Pepsi Max car. Derek Lovegrove in third. Daniel Nolan fourth. Peter Vanderberg fifth. Jared Eccleston is sixth. Brendan Brown is seventh. Jason Mayer eighth for Skeleton Sim Sports. Leon Weir ninth. And Ridley Turner 10th. And he could be another Rehan there, just 12 years old for Skeleton Sim Sports.
Oh wow, that's going to be one to watch. Here at Supercars NZ, they all seem to start out here and then pave their way forward. It's yeah, cool scene.
Yeah, that's right. So not too far away from getting the green flag now, so we'll jump onto that camera and jump back up the front. Gonna see those start lights pop up very soon. Here we go, they're up now, waiting for them to light up. Hear the revs rise. Cole just creeping a little bit. I think he managed to stay in his box, and they're away. And Cole looks like he's got a good start here.
All right.
Stefan's been able to get away quite nicely down into turn one.
Lap one, love it. Always so good. Sorry, I'm just about to flick you that logo, Shane.
Awesome. So it looks like everybody keeping it nice and clean at the moment, weaving their way through. A little bit of side by side action going on there, but everybody's settling down into single file now by the look of it.
Alright, let's have a look at the data. Not much going on there. Brendan Brownie had a bit of a mess up in the start, but this is looking pretty clean.
Oh yeah, Brendan Brownie's jumped to pits. I've got him going off track as well. We'll go back and have a look at that shortly.
Yeah, most definitely.
Carl Rankin making a move around, trying to make a move around the outside of a passion car there, switching back on the exit. Will stick with us. This looks like it could have a good run. It's going to have the outside again for the next corner though, and that's actually our weekly sponsor, Mike Lindbrick, that is alongside. As I think that's Grant Bristow up in front having a lock up, and there's a bit of contact there. Mike might have got a bit
just running wide a little bit.
Oh, and Mike's taken a hit on the exit from one of his teammates as well, unfortunately, and that's just sent him around. So just concertinaing up a little bit as they were tripping over each other, and yeah, a bit of an unfortunate result in the end. Up the front.
Hopefully he can keep that car on track.
Yeah, up the front we've got Stephen Adams leading after one lap, just 0.2 seconds clear of Cole Taylor, so this will be a good battle to keep an eye on as the race unfolds.
Yeah, Cole Taylor, serious dedicated SuperCars NZ member, and chasing down Stephen Adams, Sim Black's entry. Derek Lovegrove still in the plane. Wow, this is yeah, exciting race.
Yeah, very much. We're not seeing a couple of cars pull away from the rest of the field like we did last week in Div 1, so this is the exciting racing that Div 2 puts on. They might not be as quick as those guys racing in the other one, but they're very evenly matched, and we're going to see some real close battles all the way through tonight.
Yeah, majorly looking forward to it.
Let's check out some of that data from lap 1. We had a bit of Steve Arthur going off track. Yeah, might be just negotiating. Oh, there is a little bit of a turn there. Oh. So I think that other passion car involved, who was that? 28, by the look of it, would be Leon Ware was also involved in that, and we had a little bit of Brendan Brownie involved in something as well. He's out there on the outside of turn 1, coming through turn 2 here. Oh, yeah, just tried to turn into the corner, made a bit of side-by-side contact and fired off into the tyres, and just escaped back to the pits, unfortunately, so we'll see if he comes back on track later on, or if that's his night.
Alright, you could pick up that logo.
I'll see if I can grab it now.
Swap it out for the SDI.
That's going to plonk that right in front of the stream. I'll just drag that off there quickly.
I love it. Love the technology in the broadcasting lounge. Okay.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? Alright, so...
Sorry about the little delay. How's our gaps? Have a look at that once you swap them out.
Oh, do we still have SDI on there too?
You're right. No dramas. So yeah, what have we got? 28 cars on track tonight.
Oh, that's big.
There we go, that stands out. There you go, Mike Limbrook. There's a little logo for you. If you want it, it's only $300 from Super. No, I'm joking. I can certainly fire you that logo if you want to use it anywhere. Might want to make it a touch smaller. What was I looking at? Daniel Johnson.
Daniel Johnson. He's currently in the pits, or coming into the pits.
Oh, okay, typical. That happened to me last week too. As soon as I saw some real close racing, I was like, jump on that guy. And yeah. Oh, yeah.
Looks like Cole Buchan involved in a bit of a battle with Ridley Turner. So, young 12-year-old Skeleton Sim Sports race putting a bit of pressure on Cole there. Couple of Mustangs there cool for you, Wayne.
Yeah. Nothing but awesome.
I can think of a couple of cars out there tonight that are a bit better, but anyway.
Oh, good. Where are we?
Oh, a bit of a lock up from Cole in front there that might give Ridley just a sniff of a chance. Bill Kilger just lurking in the background there as well. He'll be keen to pick up a spot if these guys come to blows.
Yeah, I'll build dedication to SuperCars NZ as well. So what have we got? A compulsory pit?
Yeah, so all these guys will have to come in at some point during the race and take 4 tyres.
Pit stop with 4 tyres.
Bring this up, we can see Peter Vanderberg, Carl Rankin, Daniel Johnson, Peter Brown and Steve Arthur have taken that opportunity so far. So Peter, the first of those guys who has pitted, is Cole Buchans is going to take his pit stop now as well, so starting to see some of those stops cycle through. We are just approaching the halfway stage now, so probably about the time we'd start to expect to see some stops.
So compulsory pit stop with tyres, 4 tyres per race, is that right? I'm just putting a little post up for them to...
Yeah, that's right, 4 tyres in each race, so they'll have to take 4 tyres in this one and 4 tyres in the next one as well.
Yep. Alright.
And I can confirm that the race was not declared wet, but they don't have to run 2 compounds anyway.
Well, that's handy. Yeah, looking forward to weather on iRacing. We've got a bit of weather, but we don't have rain, so that's going to certainly, once that comes in, that's when we're going to really have a bit of fun here at SuperCars NZ and introduce a bit of rain halfway through a race, or have whatever we can do. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it will be very interesting. It'll certainly spice it up for the streams. I'm not sure some of the guys out there are overly excited about having to deal with those conditions, but we're going to love watching it, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, the clouds come in. It's at the top of Mount Panorama.
Oh, imagine when you get it raining up the top and bone dry down the bottom.
Yeah. No, certainly something to look forward to. iRacing, certainly massive thanks to iRacing. There's millions of members, millions of drivers all around the world, typically about 50,000 people online at any one time racing. So every race you have is literally, yeah, one-on-one, or sorry, racing against real drivers from around the world. So we're very lucky to have this platform, and yeah, cheers iRacing.
Yeah, that's right. There's not many platforms where you can jump on and have a race with real people from around the world at any time. So Stephen Adams has just pitted from the lead and
Oh,
coming back
somebody
out
drifting
now.
out a pit lane there.
That
Who
was
was
Cole
that?
Taylor having a good old time on the way out.
Yeah, warming those tyres, eh? Right, we're into this. I'm coming for you. Or is he used to the GT3s with the traction control? But we'll see.
So with those guys coming into the pits, Gerald Eccleston has inherited the lead and he's all out there by himself, but he will have to come in and make a stop. Currently, Stephen Adams is the first of the guys that have stopped. Bill Kilger still out there in
second
second
tonight.
place.
Enjoy it. ESI entry, All Ports Gaming. Cheers, Bill. Marty Mitchell.
Yeah, Marty Mitchell currently running third for MX Wraps. That livery is looking absolutely beautiful.
Wow, that's
newly updated for
wicked.
them.
Wicked looking wrap, definitely. Certainly know their stuff.
Leon Weir sitting in fourth. I don't have too much information on Leon. Looks like almost a stock standard iRacing livery he's running on that, with a couple of logos plonked on it. So
Yeah, jigs on there. And ICRC.
maybe Leon needs to hit someone like a
Building design company.
yeah, hit up somebody like a Scott Pickering to do a livery for him.
Yeah, true.
Scott McKenzie coming to the pits as well. Looks like Stefan's going to take over the lead again now, so I think we're about to see the order ironed out.
Yeah, Bill Kilger sucking every last bit of gas out of that Holden.
Oh yeah, he's still out there doing it. Derek Lovegrove we haven't looked at yet. He's just moved up into third, so he's actually jumped Cole Taylor in the pit stops and putting all sorts of pressure on Stefan. So we'll come back to that later on and keep an eye on the battle to see how that pans out. We had a look at Cole. We've got Peter Vanderberg running in fifth. Nice magic car there for Peter.
Yeah, that's all right. I was just going to check my training paints, make sure they're up to date. I'll let you know if anything's different.
Okay. Daniel Nolan running sixth at the moment.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's the magic entry, Peter Vanberg.
That's a nice Peter Brock tribute mobile livery there for Daniel.
Yeah, definitely. Got the Bridgestone on the back of it. Kenwood on the front. Looks mean.
Jared Eccleston and the Castro Mustang having a bit of a lock up there, going deep. Oh, who's that off the track? Let's see if we've got some data on that.
Daniel Nolan. Just losing rears. On the mobile one, just as we were talking about him.
Oh yeah, I've got Daniel going off track. Oh yeah, just had the rear bias, had the brake bias a little bit too far rearward and just locking up under brakes and going around, so didn't hit the wall too hard and he's been able to rejoin nice and cleanly by the look of that and carry on, so hopefully he'll be able to pick up some of those spots that he lost later on.
Very cool, alright. Stop for those battles. Carl Rankin. Marty Mitchell.
There's a Marty just in behind Carl there, about half a second between them at the moment. Marty bouncing it over the curb, bit of a lock up in front from Carl.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, eh?
Now the smallest mistake will give Marty that sniff that he needs to try and make a pass, but it is a tricky place to pass around here. If you can try and set up the exit of this corner, you give yourself a chance down into the tight chicane at the end of this back straight. You might be just a little bit too far back at the moment, I think.
Yeah, alright. Grant Pistow. Sorry, just looking at numbers.
Grant's putting a bit of pressure on Shane Newlands there. And Shane did run a little bit wide there, and Grant able to get under his rear wing onto the back straight. He'll take him to the draft here. We'll see if he can fire it down the inside at turn one, or Shane's going to cover. Does come back towards the racing line, just leaves a gap. Maybe got a little bit deep. In a GT3 car, you can make quite a nice move around the outside there if somebody covers the inside line, and you can use the camber to just swing all the way around the outside, and they call it Tarzan for that reason.
Oh yeah, there you go.
In front of these guys, Leon Ware has had a bit of a moment, and he might just get involved in this battle here.
Yeah, love these V8s, eh? Look at this, take them to Holland, have a blast.
Yeah, love how iRacing lets us do that. Take these awesome V8s anywhere in the world and race them.
Oh, there we go, inside line.
Oh, here we go, Grant going for the move. Just backs out of it though, the outside when he got down there.
A jumping car, have a look.
Oh, unfortunately I don't think I fixed my cameras from last week on that one actually.
Oh, okay. No
what I might be able to do though is go...
Oh, you can put it on gyro maybe?
No, I think the gyro's the same, but I should be able to go, once I find it. This one here.
Oh yeah, no, oh, lock the rear.
There it goes down the inside.
Yeah.
Jump onto the
Perfect
gearbox
opportunity.
cam.
Didn't quite have the... Oh, car spinning out in front, smacking in the wall in front of them.
So he wasn't quite able to get the job done there.
That was Ross Watson, looks like it.
Yeah, I've got some data there on Ross Watson. I've seen a bit of data popping up for Ross, so I don't think he's having the best of nights. Let's just have a look at what happened to him here.
Change cam, yep.
Oh, he's just gone in too deep, and you can see from the damage on the car he has had a few moments, but well done Ross for sticking with it, and he carries on after that one as well, so awesome to see him not just giving up after a few incidents and just sticking it out and trying to see if he can get to grips with the track. And there is another race later on, so hey, by the time that rolls around he might know exactly what not to do and he'll be the one to beat.
Yeah, for sure. We never know if this I don't want to call them the second group. It's hard to it's hard to pick a name for them because they're all so good and dedicated to us, and yeah.
Yeah,
We
certainly
have to keep
a
come
lot
up
of
with a decent name.
yeah, a lot of talent out there. Even if they might not be as quick as some of the guys in the other group, there's plenty of talent there.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Like Derek Lovegrove, Stephen Adams.
yeah, I was just about to say this battle here looks like it's getting really tight
Yeah,
for the
we're
lead.
starting to cook for podiums.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, Stephen's gone off, and Derek's taken over the lead.
wow, Cole Taylor passed Stephen as well, so
Yeah.
we gotta.
So what happened there? I do have Stephen Adams went off track, so let's have a look at that. This is race defining stuff here. What's
Same
happened
corner as
here?
that last car we just looked at.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, he's just gone too deep, grazes the tyres, gets it pulled up, and drops 2 spots. So I noticed just as we clicked onto the battle, saw him disappear off the screen as we were panning around with Derek, and then never saw him reappear until he was behind both Derek and Cole. So, but unfortunately, Stephens led most of the race and drops back to P3 as a result of that little mistake. So it just goes to show you got to put a complete performance in.
yeah, keep it clean. That's right. So
Yeah,
yeah.
got to race 12 laps out in front. It's not a 10-lap race, Stephen.
All right, so Derek Lovegrove up the front right now, eh? With Cole Taylor in second.
Yeah, bit of a shame really, because we're just getting excited about that battle, and now it's all actually a little bit spread out at the front.
Oh, Stephen looks like he's coming back on Cole, which is hard to do. White flags up.
Yeah, let's see if Stefan's maybe got enough to claw that little bit back. It's half a second at the moment. He'll be pushing. He might have pushed a little bit too much because he's dropped a few tenths out of turn 1. Gerald Eccleston putting pressure on Peter Vanderberg on the final lap. If I just bring up that track map, I'll be able to keep an eye on where Derek is and as he's coming to the line.
It's a good idea. P1, P2, P3 very close on that track map there with 4 and 5. Certainly not too far behind it. Ooh.
Yeah, and actually Stefan's been able to close right up again, just 4 tenths behind Cole.
Wanting to grab him on that final few corners here.
Yeah, he might just about have to set up the run through the final corner to get him. I think he's a little bit too far back, but if we can get the exit off here, I think they might be just about flat on these cars for the final corner. I'm not 100% sure on these ones, but looks like Cole's done enough to hold him off. Derek's going to take the win. Well done, Derek Lovegrove. Cole Taylor brings it home in second. Stefan third. Peter Vanderberg just holds off Gerald Eccleston for fourth. Jared in fifth. Cole Buchan comes home sixth. Lindy Turner seventh. Daniel Nolan just behind him in eighth, and Bill Kilger in ninth, with Carl Rankin rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, very cool. Well done. It's a good first race, first heat race. Yeah, for tonight's bit of fun. SuperCars NZ.
Yeah, sure
Yeah.
is. So Derek's already pulled over and gone back to the pits. Few cars still crossing the line there, last few cars. We got Mike Limbrick just making his way across the line now, and Steve Arthur's going to be the last one to finish on the lead lap, so well done,
Yeah,
Steve.
still 20 cars on the lead lap. That's wicked racing.
Yeah, that's very impressive. Getting 20 guys still on the lead lap. That shows just how close all these guys are. Where we often see in the top split, or when we have everybody grouped together, you have a few guys that are just so much faster than the rest that they put a lap on a good chunk of the field. So awesome to see nice close racing.
Yeah, yeah, do love it. Yeah, just goes to show split two still just as exciting as not the fast guys. uh, Funny. Yeah.
Well, ultimately they are the fast guys. They are, they're there because they're a little bit quicker, but that doesn't mean the racing's any better. Sometimes
Yeah,
the
yeah,
racing's better
definitely.
here in Split 2, so that's why we try and stream them when we can. Obviously, last week we had a look at Split 1 with Shane Van Gisbergen and Richie Stanaway fighting it out there, and tonight we get to look at Cole Taylor and Stephen Adams fighting it out.
Yeah, very cool. Couple of dedicated Kiwis. Yeah. Where are we? What have we got? A little bit of a break. Do you want to pause the mic for a sec?
Yeah, that probably seems like a good idea. We've got a 6 minute warm up, a minute and a half in, so we'll be back soon.
Sounds good. Sorry, I just wanted to mention the
And we're back.
All right. So another, what have we got? 3 minutes for a warm up here. Couple of cars still out there getting some laps in, just getting used to this track. More often than not, because of the amount of tracks on iRacing, these guys will be may have even purchased the track tonight. So yeah, let's see how this pans out.
Yeah, I
Leon
think
Weir getting some laps in.
yeah, looks like he might be doing a few practice starts out there, so maybe not quite happy with his race one start and wants to get that nailed down. That looked like he bogged down a fair bit. He might want a few more revs there when he drops the clutch.
Yeah, certainly. Best thing about another thing about iRacing is you're not going to wear your car out, so he can go out there and burn some fuel, scrub some rubber, and hop in a brand new car for the race.
Yeah, 100%, and no worries about setting the engine on fire with the standing start because it's a Gen 2 car, not a Gen 3.
There we go. Yeah. Have we heard ever about the Gen 3 cars, Shane?
No, still no word on when they will be coming to iRacing.
Yeah.
Still no word on if they will even be coming to iRacing, but you would have to assume they will come at some point.
Oh, you'd think all of the mad Aussies would be screaming out for it over there, but yeah,
Yeah,
having a bit more of a push than what we could do here in NZ. But
that's
yeah,
right. They were certainly very quick to get the new NASCARs in. They actually had those released probably a good few months before they debuted in real life racing, but obviously NASCAR is what iRacing was initially built around, so that's probably still a little bit their core fan base. So
And of course, an American-based program,
that's right,
iRacing. So
100%. So we might just have to wait a little bit longer to see the Aussie V8s come along. But in saying that as well, the Aussie V8s are very popular among American motor racing enthusiasts and very popular among iRacing users. So hopefully, before too long, we will see those Gen 3 cars come along. We are also, of course, waiting to see when we will get Pukekohe added to iRacing. It was confirmed last year at the final Supercars event for that track that that would be happening. I believe it's been scanned and they're currently working on it, so hopefully maybe next season or the season after we'll see that released.
yeah, that sounds exciting. All right, direct screens, Tauranga.
Yeah, so
Look,
direct Screens are our weekly sponsor. You can see the little logo that Wayne's whipped up for them up there. Unfortunately, Mike's not on track at the moment, but actually we can see him just sitting in the pits there in the Passion Sim Racing car. So
yeah, massive thanks to Mike and direct screens. I'm assuming they're screens for aluminium joinery and um, all those sorts of things. Don't know too much about it, but thank you very much for your weekly sponsor and get your name out there in Tauranga, Mike Limbrick. Get in there.
yeah, so Mike does all sorts with direct screens. It's I don't have the information right in front of me, but I believe it's screen doors, inset screens, and a range of other things in that area. And they, I believe they manufacture them, and so they can measure them up and manufacture it all for you and fit it for you and everything from woe to go basically.
Wow, so bugs. What else have we got? Light, wind. Yeah, want to keep the head in, keep the head out, keep the bugs in, keep the bugs out. Yeah, talk to Mike. Yeah, okay. Into it again. So starting order, finishing order from race one. So second race, this is our feature. Green, green, green.
And Derek a bit slow off the line. Cole gets the jump on him, and Stefan Wright just about taking them both in down towards turn one. Just having a look on the outside. Cole's going to have him come it off, I think. As they all cycle through turn one. So far.
Yeah, certainly a very clean start on race one. So let's just see how we go here. Stefan, wow, he literally tucked that front bumper underneath Cole Taylor's rear end. It's amazing to watch. Flying here.
We're sending down into single file.
Certainly a great clean start, first couple of corners. Car's starting to settle down. Tyres starting to warm up. Brakes getting a bit of pressure back in the pedal.
Yeah, and Stephen Adams is looking very good on a cold tyre. Putting all sorts of pressure on Cole Taylor. Cole's going to cover the inside. Stephen must go to the outside.
Nice. Truck and trailer, Pepsi Max, Sim Blacks. Yeah. With Derek Lovegrove not too far behind.
Coming through the final corner now, I think Cole's been able to get good enough drive off the second to last corner to just make a little bit of a gap here, but Stephen's going to be able to keep the draft as they come down to complete lap one. Let's bring up the order and you can see some nice close gaps at the front. You don't need the time gaps, so I'm looking at it right now. You can see how close it is.
Wow. That's incredible.
And looks like Stefan might have maybe gone a little bit deeper into turn one because he's dropped back into the clutches of Derek Lovegrove there. So from putting the pressure on Cole to now having to deal with the pressure from behind from Derek.
Yeah, this is top level racing here, isn't it?
Yeah, such a tricky track to try and make a pass. You have to really set up your passes around here or try and force the other guy into a mistake, which is obviously a big part of racing. If you can force the other guy into a mistake to create your window to get past, and that's a very good way to overtake someone.
Yeah, that's right. An example I haven't talked about in a long time actually is the slow stranglehold, or the SSH, where you just keep putting pressure on the car in front of you for the entire race, and just show them that you're there and wiggle around, and eventually you may put enough pressure on them that they'll spin out and nice easy pass. That's the SSH, slow stranglehold.
Yes, so unfortunately, seen a bit of data. Brendan Brownie crashed again.
Oh, tangled up in a bit of mischief,
Yeah.
facing the wrong way.
Oh.
Oh no, nothing too major.
And then just time back to the
Certainly,
pits.
certainly nothing untoward, but Brendan Brownie's certainly yeah, like unluckiest driver here at SuperCars NZ. It was Peter Brown, but I noticed Peter Brown opted out early tonight too, so
Yeah,
maybe Peter Brown and Brendan Brownie need to become teammates and sort their stuff out, and you never know, they might rise to the top.
yeah, that's right. Brendan certainly does very well in the Legacy V8s.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, if we can figure these things out and sort his luck out a little bit on the Tuesday nights, I think he's got the potential to have some very good results. So
Yeah, I do think it's mostly luck when it comes to being tangled up and amongst the races there, or just being very aware of what's going on in front of you.
yeah,
Old
very
Taylor
much
got
so.
the big gap on Stefan now. Oh, big gap, 0.6. Yeah,
That's a big gap in this race.
certainly enough to make you feel a little comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, so what have we got? Derek Lovegrove. Just 4 tenths behind Shane Ewins.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder if they sort of had a little bit of drama at some point, because they're sort of in their own little world already, not too much going on around them, they're just keeping each other company at the moment.
Yeah, there was a Derek Lovegrove come off track. So Derek was obviously quite a bit, obviously our third spot. So scroll back a bit on the data. There's, yeah, Derek Lovegrove come back on track. It's
Can't
not too
actually
far back.
see it when I search his name. Oh, and they've come together. Just as I was looking for that data, Derek and Shane Ewins have made contact
Yeah,
and gone
well,
around. So I don't
Derek
think the...
certainly dropped back down the order now, and obviously not in contention for podium anymore. Is that Derek Lovegrove calling race control?
I don't have my race
No,
radio on
I
tonight.
can just see the, sorry, just see the
Alright.
names popping up.
Yeah, so a bit unfortunate there.
Oh, Cole Buden and Peter Vandenberg battling for third.
Oh yeah, that's nice and close. So Peter will be pleased to be in a podium position, but it's certainly not overly safe at the moment. He'll have to hold off Cole Buchan there.
Yeah, that's right. And the OCE League car, Racing League. Not a bad looking livery either.
Yeah, quite nice. Looks like he's got some nice metallic going on that blue with the spec cap. So good stuff. Not too sure whether he's done done that livery himself or if someone's done that for him.
Don't know about the white wheels though. We'll have to ask Sean McNamara. what he thinks. I don't think it's right, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's right. I think Sean will tell you it's perfect.
Yeah, no, we're only his thing, Cole. Don't worry about us in the broadcasting lounge. Just bit of in-house bullshit there. Well done, 4th spot right now. How's our pit stops? Are they taking one? Got to.
Pit stops, they will need to take one. Let's see if we can get that data on screen for you. It should be here somewhere.
You're only 5 laps in, so probably a bit premature, Wayne Bloor.
Well, we have had Andrew Johnson come to the lane. I think he might have been involved in a little bit of early drama, so whether he needed to take a fast repair there and get in early. Let's have a little look. I don't have the pit lap on my screen, but I can probably bring that up here. So it was lap 1 there, Andrew pitted
Yeah,
as well,
okay.
so yeah, probably
So
involved
obviously
in...
had a bit of drama early on. Might as well
Yeah.
chuck his car up on the big screen. Always proud of his liveries, Andrew Johnson. And certainly dedicated to SuperCars NZ. Jump on TV3, does that bring it in closer?
That is certainly a beautiful livery that Andrew's got going on there.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And of course, the other
He's
Johnson
just
on the grid.
hanging out the laps just to gain some time, isn't he? Into it. Yeah, Daniel
sure.
Johnson.
Daniel Johnson, son of Andrew Johnson. Great to see the father and son duo smash it out in identical liveries. They actually, he had actually originally done 2 separate liveries for them when Daniel first joined the grid here at SuperCars NZ, but now running the same one there.
Oh, so Daniel got the opportunity to step up, did he?
I guess so, he got a promotion to the A team.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
yeah,
he's put a big mark down that right side of it though.
I was just about to say you can't read the right hand side. Yeah.
Don't know if Dad will be too happy about him scratching up his car, but...
Yeah, it's like a scratch CD. Skipping away. Alright.
Pepsi Max car at the pits. Early stop.
Bring it in.
This is quite early, 7 laps into a 15 lap. Oh, no, actually, we're nearly halfway.
Yeah. Alright, Cole, what are you doing? Getting some race room. Daniel Johnson flashing lights coming in the pit lane.
So Cole drops and off he goes as he lands some fresh air, a little bit of traffic around him.
Certainly a lot nicer exit from pit lane than Mr. Drifty ruining his rear tyres last time, so yeah.
So
Bit of late traffic, but certainly people giving race room, so...
Well, not even lap traffic. Technically they're on the same lap, he's just pitted while those guys still have to pit, so... Steve didn't have to jump out of the way, but he recognised that wasn't his battle. No sense of losing time over somebody that you're not racing.
Yeah, they just see that that name pop up, Cole Taylor.
The Cole Taylor.
Like a race name, you know, here at SuperCars NZ. That's you think about that, you think about race. Alright, I can talk some shit. Let's move on.
Stephen Adams out front, just under 2 seconds clear, and he's going to look to come in now and cover off that pit stop from Cole Taylor. So we'll just stay with Stephen here and see where he filters out, see if maybe Cole's been able to get the undercut on him with that 1 lap on fresher tyres.
And Cole Buchan coming in right behind him. So well, this is and Carl Rankin. So this is what are we talking? Second, third, fourth. Yeah, it's a close race. Very close race. Alright, so Stefan's obviously taken a leaf out of Dion's book. Hasn't taken enough gas for the race because he was jacked down and gone early, so They literally all come in at the same time, so we'll see how this pans out. Very cool.
Yeah, so he's managed to stay ahead of Cole, but Cole tyres up to temperature and just 1 second behind, so we'll see if we can reel that gap on.
Alright.
Cole might be getting hurt by a little bit of a dirty air effect around here, some fairly high speed corners, so loss of downforce might be hurting him a little bit, but he's been able to keep it around that 1 second mark. We'll see if we can reel that in when they get to some of the straight stuff or the slower speed corners.
Yeah, very cool.
Bring the gaps back up again.
Alright.
Looks like nothing too much happening there at the moment. Peter Vanderberg out front.
Yeah,
Still to
taking
pit.
advantage of leading this race right now. Go Peter. Grant Bristow, Mike Limbrick still to come in.
Yeah, big mark down the right hand side of Grant Bristow's car as well.
Oh, well, he still needs to pit, so
Yeah, we'll get that faster there. Mike Limbrick sitting in the podium positions at the moment, but Stephen Adams is just behind him and Mike still needs to take his pit stop, so unfortunately I don't think he's going to be able to stay in a podium position.
getting loose in the rears, but yep. Massive thanks.
Oh, a few interesting tyre marks off in the gravel there.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Those ones going straight ahead. Yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
What do we got? Jared
Stephen
Eccleston.
Adams on the mic. I'd love to know what he's saying. I probably should turn that on.
Jared Eccleston putting a bit of pressure on Bill Kilger at the moment, trying to find a way past. Fighting over 9th and 10th at the moment, but with a few guys out front still to take their pit stops. Bill just got a little bit wide there. I think Jared's tasked with the toughest task in SuperCars NZ at the moment. You know what that is? Trying to get past Bill Kilger.
That's right. Yeah, that's super wide ESI. It's a foot wider than any other car.
Yeah.
That's real. Yeah.
He's certainly not an easy man to pass. He knows exactly where to place that car to make it difficult. He always hits the right lines to get the run out of the corner.
And he'd be giggling away, thinking, "You young punk behind me, you know what you're doing," and here I am. Yeah. Try and get past this big Holden. That'll be it.
100%.
I've known him long enough. To jump on the rear, have a quick look. Must keep an eye on those.
Gearbox.
Yeah, there we go.
That's an awesome shot.
Dodgy Mustang, Keshaw Mustang, trying to get past the ESI entry. Yeah, I just love watching the car rock around on the track, you know, the full body motion of the car. You can just see that NGK headlight, eh?
Yeah, it's super cool. Let's get rid of a bit of the timing tower for now as well so we can see all the shot.
Yeah, now he's dropped back.
Yeah.
Alright, we better see this race out. What have we got? Another 4 laps to go. And Peter Vanderberg in the pit.
Peter taking his pit stop.
And that susses out our race order for the sprint to the finish.
Yeah, and Peter's going to emerge in the podium positions here, so he's been able to pick up a good result. And actually, you know what we haven't looked at tonight, even in the previous race, was this on the Simon Tower, the movers and groovers, and
Oh yeah, very true, very true.
well, we got Trent Bennett up 7 spots, currently running in 10th.
Yeah,
No,
Derek Lovegrove down 14. Unfortunate second race for Derek.
yeah, we're rather disappointed with that. As far as improvers, there's no double digits there, so no massive gains coming through, but good to see Trent pushing through up 7 spots. And Peter up 1 spot to sit on the podium.
Yeah, very, very cool. Well done, Peter.
Might
Bit
have a
of,
little bit of pressure from this guy coming through, up 5 spots at the moment, looking at trying to gain a 6th one past Cole Buchan, not too far behind on that gap at the moment.
yeah, he's also got car ranking, like ranking up his backside there as well.
Yeah,
And Bill Cougar sitting in 6th spot. Wow, this is with Jared Eccleshaw still hounding the poor bugger.
yeah, and
That's what I was talking about, that slow stranglehold, eh?
yeah. Oh, he's going to have a look. He got the draft. He's down the inside, bit of rear lock, and
Oh
he's going
my
to go
god,
deep. He's
I've
gone
gone
around.
sideways and there's Bill.
And that's what happens when you try and get past Bill. You end up so desperate, you throw
Yeah,
a move like that and just lose out.
yeah, and I don't know if you've seen that Scott Pickering little clip with the big finger at the back of Bill's car. Look it up, Jared. Oh, so good.
So what else
All
have we
right,
got going on?
bloody
Looks
good
like,
racing.
yeah, looks like not too many super close gaps. We've got Daniel Johnson just under a second behind Trent Bennett.
Andrew Johnson's still out there thrashing the laps down.
Yeah, sitting P13 at the moment. Up 5 spots as well, so he's had a solid return this race.
Yeah, just making gains. Mike Limbrick. SuperCars NZ splashed all over that vehicle. Good to see.
Yeah, very cool on the Passion Sim Racing livery. Passion very supportive of our league, so good to see them running that all over their livery.
But where are we talking? One.
Once position.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, how long's the lap, Shane?
Minute 40-ish.
Yeah, you might as well stick on here, eh? Simblacks, Cole Taylor. Oh, Andrew Johnson must have been watching us on the stream or listening to us because he just crashed.
Oh yeah, I have got that data pop up. Let's see what happened to Andrew there.
Oh, just caught up in the
Oh,
grass and tangled up, and yeah, there's
that's
no
a
coming
l-
back.
that's a long way out of the corner. I think you might be right. He might have been watching himself on the stream and just drifted into the grass.
Alright, we'll shoot back to live. Sorry about that, it wasn't us. It was you. It was all you. Oh, very good. Yeah, and this is where it gets a little bit frustrating. It's like, what else is happening, Shane?
Yeah, there's not too
Got
much at the moment,
car
unfortunately.
ranking, Cole Buell for 4th and 5th. Nah,
A bit spread out there.
Marty Mitchell.
Oh yeah, Daniel Nolan. Just 2 tenths behind, or 3 tenths behind Marty at the moment. Looking to tuck into that draft through the final corner. Gonna look to see if he can challenge for 11th spot here, tucking under the rear wing.
Wow, this is good racing.
Going for the move, doesn't lock the rears like Jared Eccleston and gets it done.
Yeah, what a nice pass. Alright, that was worth leaping back for, eh?
Yeah, it was. That was a beautiful textbook pass. Looks like Jared's just managed to reel in Bill again, so we'll see if he can try and have another go at getting past him. He'll be determined. He'll be like, I'm gonna get you, Bill. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
Actually, he's got himself muted down there, so he's really focusing.
Who's that, Bill or
Jared.
Oh yeah. So good.
Took the wider entry into that corner, trying to set up the exit. Bill just stay able to put a little bit of a gap on him, and still got the rears locking. I think you need to wind that brake bias forward a little bit, Jared.
Alright, white flags up.
Yes, so Stephen Adams on the final lap, coming through turn 1 at the moment. Winding his way through the sand dunes. Oh, a little bit deep there, but he's got a nice little margin back to Cole Taylor at the moment, so he won't be too worried about that. 2.5 seconds, so looks like he's almost managed to do the whole job this time around. He made the mistake on lap 10 out of 12 on the previous race, so he's made a bit of a gap. It has come down a little bit on this lap, so maybe after that earlier mistake he's decided to take it a little bit easy.
So cool.
Coming down the back straight now. Into the chicane
Oh,
down
very
here.
close. First, second. There's no getting away. First, second, third. All within 4 seconds of each other.
Yeah, it's very cool to be able to see first, second and third in one shot. That's awesome. Stefan coming through the final corner now.
Absolutely stoked.
Almost dove to the pits there in the celebration, but just runs it along the pit wall, takes the win, and Cole Taylor coming home in second.
Yeah, all flashing lights and all woohoo. So very cool.
Yeah, I reckon Peter will be very stoked to pick up the podium there. Cole Buchan comes home 4th, Carl Rankin 5th, Bill Kilger 6th, Grant Bristow 7th, and not quite finished. But I've got a feeling this guy might have had another lunge because he was right on Bill's bumper last time we looked at him.
Yeah, that's right, and yeah. Bill's 6th spot.
Trent Bennett 9th, and Daniel Nolan runs out the top 10. I wonder if we might have... Let's just have a quick look at this, see if this tells the story. While they're side by side.
Giving too much race room, locking rears. Oh, such shame.
Lit it up on the exit. Wow, he was racing. Now we might be able to go back a little bit further here to see the actual pass, or the attempted pass. He goes down the inside of turn 1. So he almost got the pass done, but Bill just managed to hang it in there. Absolutely tenacious by Bill Kilger. And then...
Wow.
That
Yeah,
frustration from Jared just got the better of him, and he just gave it a little bit too much gas and lit up the rears on the exit. So that's how Bill was able to hold on for sixth spot.
there we go. Well done, Bill. Well done, Stephen Cole. Wally is a bloody good race and clean starts and yeah. So I suggest a team between Peter Brown and Brendan Brownie. That would be my advice to the drivers on the race tonight. Join together, band up, suss it out.
Yeah, they could probably call themselves Team 13, Unlucky 13.
Well, that's a year on my motocross bike, Shane. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, true stories. Lucky Team 13. All right.
So,
So you want to wind it
massive.
up? You want me to wind it up? What are we up to?
Oh, you can wind it up if you want.
All right, massive thanks to All Ports Gaming, Sparko Gaming by All Ports. Go and check them out. Sparko, massive name in race world, same as All Ports, All Ports Motorsport and All Ports Gaming. Yeah, massive thanks for your support to SuperCars NZ. Direct Screens Tauranga, yeah, have a look if you want. Stop the bugs coming in during this crazy tropical weather that the world's having right now. Yeah, give them a call. If you can find their phone number, let me know because we can't. I'm joking. All right. Yeah, just jump on our Facebook page if you want contact to Direct Screens Tauranga. And yeah, massive night. Cheers, team, and thank you very much, Shane.
Yeah, cheers, Wayne. And V8s will be at Phillip Island next week for the next round of the All Ports Enduro Cup. So join us here for that.
Phillip Island, isn't that gonna be awesome?
Will be awesome. Hopefully it goes a little bit smoother than our last Enduro there.
Oh, such fun. Yeah.
And we'll see you there. And you can tune into Wayne and Sean on Thursday for the GT3s when I'll be on track, hopefully.
Oh, yeah. Sounds awesome. Very cool.